Hi, if you're new here, my name's Kin. I'm a 21-year-old who just moved from New York to Los Angeles for his first ever full-time job, and this is my first weekend in my new apartment in LA. It is currently 7:45 on Sunday, February 18th. So yeah, today basically marks my first ever full week that I've been here. I wanted to show you guys what a realistic morning routine, day in the life looks like, because I for one wanted to document what my life looks like during this new chapter of my life. Yeah, let's get into it. I really want to start eating breakfast, get my morning coffee in, and start planning for the rest of the day. I'll give you guys a little tour of what's in my fridge, but honestly, there's not much. I usually like to eat some eggs in the morning, and then have some ham and toast. So that's what we're gonna be working with today. Running kind of low, but yeah. You know you're adulting when you get excited about homeware and cookware. So I recently got these amazing pans from the brand called Caraway. You probably seen them on Instagram and social media a lot. They are such a nice quality pan with no toxins in them. I think that's been such a big concern with cookware these days. And just look how amazing this looks. I've never used it before, so we're gonna test it out. This is definitely one of my favorite purchases from Target because it's like a little lazy Susan before your condiments. So I have all my spices and stuff in here. But yeah, for my eggs, I like to do a little bit of olive oil and just put it in the pan. Okay, so breakfast is served. This is what we have this morning: a egg and ham sandwich with some instant iced coffee. You know, I'm not that bougie yet, so no coffee beans and espresso machine for me. But yeah, let's dig in. Let's see how it is. I make this almost every morning since I came to LA just because it's simple, it's easy, and it's stuff that I could find at a regular American grocery store. If you guys know me in real life, I really like to make Asian breakfast, but you know, we'll have to make do with what we have. So let's give it a try. You could never go wrong with this combo. As we sit here eating breakfast, I just had so many thoughts on, you know, what it means to be living by myself, being independent, growing up, being an adult. And there's been, I don't know, just so many things happening in my mind, especially with, you know, social media and like romanticizing adulthood. But I think there's also a lot of parts that people don't talk about, which is like the loneliness part, the developing new relationships and friendships and all of that kind of things that come with being an adult. It's not just about living in a nice apartment and, you know, getting food with your friends all the time. There's stuff like worrying about rent and insurance, taxes. And I think for me, like as someone who has studied abroad, as someone who has moved out of state to a different college, like living by myself is something that's not new to me. But I think, and even like moving to a new place, a new city is not new to me. Like I studied abroad in Paris. Yes, I'm one of those study abroad kids that talk about their experience abroad all the time. But I think this part of adulthood, this new chapter of my life, is more about navigating, you know, what I want to do in my future. It's not just about staying and going to a new place for a certain amount of time and then you know, going back to home base. So for instance, if I was out of state in college at BU, I would have been like, yeah, like I could always just go back home. Or if I was in Paris, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm just here for a semester and then I'm going back. But now it's like, oh, I'm here in LA, but there's not really a reason for me to go back home, you know, unless for a job. So I don't know if that has struck me yet because, you know, obviously my first apartment, my first job is not going to be my last one, hopefully. But just the thought of now kind of uprooting my entire life and starting a new chapter, starting fresh with nothing to really go back to. I mean, yes, I'll have home and stuff to go back to, but it's my decisions now that will impact my future life. You know, there's no structure, there's no schedule or hierarchy in place for me to be like, yeah, like society could tell me what to do. So I guess what I'm saying is, as we really take just one bite out of the sandwich this morning, is kind of, you know, navigating the journey forward. And I was inspired to make this video actually because I saw this guy who made a similar video and it popped up on my algorithm. And, you know, the one good thing that I think about social media is there's people like you out there that you never knew also had similar experiences or are on a similar trajectory or journey as you in life. So this guy, he was also like 21 years old, living in a city by himself and just, you know, going to work. Like, I feel like just the small, mundane, normal experiences is something that I love watching. And so hopefully my content in the future can also reflect, you know, where I am in life, where I want to go. And hopefully it's inspiring to, you know, a lot of people out there who might also want to move to a new city and want to start a new job, but don't feel like stepping out of their comfort zone. For me, I think my biggest growth is being able to say yes and taking on new opportunities that come my way, even though I feel like I might not be qualified or that I might not have, you know, the right experiences to do so. But I just wanted to share a little bit more about my life and be more consistent this year, 2024 the plot. And I hope that you guys will be here along with me on the journey to kind of see where my career takes me, where social media takes me, and how I go about navigating my early 20s. That's enough for breakfast chat today. I'm gonna finish this up and hopefully if I have anything else that's interesting for today, I'll film it and I'll put it into the rest of this video.